Hello, my lovelies, and welcome to another episode on the Truly Bedrock server. That's right, guys, we're back, and we're in the Nether, because if you did not watch the last episode, we have some work to do here. And of course, I decided to mix it up today, and we started out today's episode with a time lapse. So I hope you liked that, because man, this was a lot of work, I'm not gonna lie. I am really happy with how it's turned out, though I do have a bit more work to do, seeing as how I have not done the floor in here because I ran out of blocks. But this is what we have. It's huge, it's kind of lovely, and I think that it will do the trick. As you may recall, in talking with Lee, we needed to make something that would look claimable. Because if this is not anybody's build, like if nobody claims this, we need to make sure that we protect the piggos. These piglins did nothing wrong, and I don't want to see them made into a farm. And I think what this does is definitely put the Jessiieb stamp on it. I mean, come on. It's me. It's different. It's another build. It's not something that I'm quite known for, but I added these so that if anyone comes and sees this, they're like, oh, didn't Jessiieb do that in her base? And of course I did. So it's not the most practical build. I don't have any floors or anything in it. We may come in and decorate it because I quite like it. I was thinking I might just put one of these, but in my base style at my base because I like it so much. But alas, that is not all that we're going to do today. We have some stuff that we need to get done. And yeah, but I just thought, you know what? I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm not going to lollygag. I'm going to get this done. And you know, I have to say, those piglins were like watching me. They were watching me real close. I don't know if you saw that in the time lapse, but they were everywhere. And I think they were trying to learn some stuff. Does that sound crazy? That might sound a little crazy. I mean, who am I kidding? It's Minecraft. They don't learn. I have to admit that after getting that project done in the Nether, I'm starting to feel really motivated. I mean, I don't know what it is about just doing a new project and getting something completed that really makes you feel like, okay, now it's time to get your butt in gear and get some stuff done. So I think with the rest of the episode, what we're probably going to do is lay out some more things for our island, because right now we do have a few of the buildings done. We do have a few trees here and there, but for the most part, it's really unmapped and it's unfinished. So what I do want to do is I want to take a look on this side of the island and kind of see if there's anywhere else where we really need some foliage. And so this all has to be terraformed, but I think what we're going to do is just one lone tree over here. It looks a little bit funky. I'm not going to lie. So we're going to maybe, I don't want anything to be too big and too distracting from this tower. So what we'll do is we'll make a little bit of a tree, probably right here. And nothing too crazy, but just something that will look nice and frame it pretty well. So a little tree like that will add a lot to the space. And then let's do that. Something like that. Yeah, so that'll break it up pretty nicely. And then as we come over here, what I would like to do, it's just crazy. There's so much in there's a lot of landscaping left to do on my base, but at the same time, I'm really impressed with how much I managed to get done in such a short amount of time. Because if you think about it, this part of the base has been pretty much finished for a while now. Few episodes in probably, but let's see. Let's give ourselves some nice extra bits here. That's probably a good height. Sometimes I feel like it's just my base isn't very impressive yet. And I know that's silly, but I want to get more done. And I feel like I've had plenty of opportunity, if that makes sense. So this is me trying to get myself back on track, I think. If we're flying in from this side, I think that even those few trees are really going to add a lot to this side, and it'll make it a little bit easier to terraform. But I'm not sure if I want to focus on this side or if I want to head over towards the other area that we have. I mean, hold on. First, this area is just begging for a tree. I think that's going to be perfect. And I know people are probably thinking, that's really close to the side and it's going to be really squished and what's the point? But I think that adding custom trees that are kind of into things, it really adds more dimension. And I'm kind of a fan of it. So what I think we're going to do now is actually head into yet another third-person time-lapse. And I think we're going to get a big chunk of terraforming done because you guys don't really want to see all of this in first person because I am in the mood to get some serious work done. And you know what? Might as well just do it in a third-person time-lapse. So what do you guys think? Because I'm really happy. I haven't done all the detailing in the river yet, and I definitely have some work left to do, but just the rough outline, I think, feels so much more complete. Like, it just added so much life into this base. I really like the waterfall. I was debating putting this tree here or not because I think that it cuts off the view of the waterfall from this side, but I like that it's like this hidden thing. It's like this hidden gem over here. And I'm contemplating pulling some water down, like continuing this river over here and coming down into this little lake, giving it more of like a reason to be here. And then what we could do is, once the water from here is just dripping down into here, what we can do is make this more of like a filled in area. So we can have trees surrounding it, making it nice and lush and really separating out what we want, because there's so much left to do in this base, guys. Like, we are not even partially done. I still have to make a villager breeder. I have to make a villager trading hall. I have so much left to do. And that's before we can even finish terraforming, because those villagers, I kind of need them. I need them for quartz. I need them for just, yeah. It's nice to have the masons, especially. So that might be in the next few episodes. I'm not sure yet, because like I said, there's so much to do. I could, make one of those little dispenser, like Hubobby majiggers, like the little robot things that people do, and just push a button, and then each episode it'll tell me something to do for the day, because I literally have a laundry list of things left to do. Like, for example, we still haven't done the island over the Guardian Farm. That's like been the plan from the beginning, because you can see the Guardian Farm from almost any part of my base, and it's not attractive. That doesn't look good. What I want there is a nice island with probably a lighthouse. So just a nice island that above it has this nice, beautiful lighthouse. I just think that would be really cool. Maybe do it in the style of my base, because that's different and not something I've done. So that's on the works. That's in the cards. That's something that needs to get done. And then, of course, you have over here that's just, terraformed. It just needs to be lots and lots of terraforming. We have to figure out what else we need to do in this area. I'm thinking maybe the villager breeder can be all the way over here, because the villagers, it'll be far enough away from any of the other things. It'll be far enough away from the trading hall that it won't interfere with anything. So maybe do like a spooky enchanted forest on this side. Like, maybe make custom dark oak trees instead of my normal spruce trees. Maybe throw in some of my blue trees from up there. Like, don't have any of the blue trees over there. Keep those over here, so this is more mystical, and then have this be where all the villagers are. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? That literally just came to my head. So, it could be really interesting. Maybe have some custom mushrooms over here. Maybe this side of the island is just like a little more fancy, a little more like mystical. I don't know. I'm really curious about your input. Like, message me or write in my Discord, or I don't know, tweet me or comment on the video. I would love to hear you guys' suggestions, because I think that this side of the island has a lot of potential. I don't need it to match that side exactly. And just thinking about it, right? We have this whole area up here, and these trees, the only place they are is right up here. So there's nothing stopping me from taking these trees, and as we go along here, I could have the Jessiieb trees branch off that way, and these like Nether trees, I could have them come up over this hill, so they could come over here and then down here. I think that might make for a really pretty transition. Maybe from this side of the pond, say. Like we'll just take it to maybe over here by my starter area that I haven't removed. Just over there we'll have the nice pretty nether trees with, like I said, maybe some custom dark oak trees. I mean, I haven't made very many dark oak custom trees, so it could be a thing. It could be interesting. And I don't know, just something about it. It sounds like a good idea to me. But like I said, let me know. But one thing I am thinking for sure is I have all of this room inside this area right here, right? Like there is just a ridiculous amount of space in here. Look at this. What I could do is have my villager trading hall inside here. It would be so, maybe what I could do. Sorry, I'm just thinking off the cuff here. What I could do is come over here, make a nice like water passage, right? So if I pulled in this river right here and I pulled this all the way around and put it over here, I could have this area flooded as well. And then right here, just put a little water passageway like behind, say, a little waterfall. Maybe put the waterfall in right over here. Just have it, nice and concealed a little bit, nothing crazy. And then as you come in, what I could do is build up a building in here. Maybe not like a full building, but a nice room. So as you come in through the water, you'll like dip down, right? And then there will be a little like pool of water that leads into a room. And in this room, it'll just be like this nice vaulted area that then has all of my villagers. What do you guys think about that? I'm totally, just like I said today, for some reason, I am feeling like I am just super inspired and creative. And I would love to know what you guys think. Am I being crazy? Do you think that's silly? Do you think it doesn't go? I would really like to know, because right now I'm feeling like I could do pretty much anything. And I have all of the space to do it. So just trying to picture that, just a nice little entrance into a nice room. I would close it off so that you couldn't see under here, of course. Like it would look more natural, maybe just like this little meadow area into just a really pretty, more maybe like fantasy or rustic looking building that just holds all of my villagers and would just be really, really useful for me because, like I said, I need a bunch of villagers. Apparently, this is just the episode to get everything out there, just to kind of put my feelers out, see what you guys think. And yeah, so I am looking for some serious feedback. And I know that I showed you this, but the other thing that I have been working on, obviously you did see in the time lapse, is I have this bridge. And this bridge goes past what I'm hoping will be like a nice little, I don't know, library building maybe. Not necessarily full of villagers or anything, just a nice little building that'll, complement it. But as you can see, we have more trees, and this I think is the path I'm going to go for, like just this nice winding area. It cuts through here, which I really like. And let's be completely honest. I know you saw in the time lapse that I had tried to fidget with this little dock, and it didn't work. In fact, it didn't work at all. It was real bad. I am proof that just sometimes things don't work and it looks real gross. And so I put it back. I didn't like how the spruce wood looked in it, but what I did do is I created more divots. And sure, it's annoying when you walk, but I think that it makes it have a lot more depth. And so I'm a huge fan. I think that just adding those little touches really kind of changes how plain it was, even though it is still all dark oak. I don't know. I like it a lot better. And as you can see, adding in more trees over here, I have added in more foliage and broken up the stone. So it's really starting to look a lot better over here. Again, I have so much left to do, but I'm really starting to feel comfortable. I'm starting to feel like I have my niche and I'm kind of working my way through it. And as you can see, this is now my storage building. I mean, this is my terraforming storage. I'm all over the place. Eventually, it will get done. I'm thinking that in an episode pretty soon, I'm just going to do a bunch of interior. Like, I'm going to build all these buildings and then in one episode, just go crazy and do every single interior that I have. And hopefully, it'll look real nice. But again, I don't know. I'm all over the place. I'm in a good mood. I am feeling good about my base, and I cannot wait to get more progress done. Just getting all of this energy out and adding all of just the bare bones, because as you can see, I haven't done all the trees. I've just laid them out. I laid them out over here. I laid them out over there. It's really just starting to feel like an area that I can see as being a Jessiieb base, you know? I don't know what it was. I don't know why I had lost momentum for this base, but if I'm being honest, I really did. I was getting to the point where it just felt like I wasn't motivated anymore, and nothing I was doing felt right, and nothing I was doing was something that I was happy with. I felt like it was forced, and I felt like it just wasn't as good as it could be. And now I'm feeling like, you know what? No, this is good. It is something I like. And I'm really happy that whatever it was, whatever, you know, struck a chord, just hit right. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm rambling. And I think that means that it is late and it is time for Jessie to go to bed. So without further ado, thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I love your faces. And I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for putting up with my craziness, because I know this was a rambly episode. This was an episode full of time lapses. This was an episode full of random questions, and I appreciate you for placating me. So I love your faces. I will see you in the next episode of Truly Bedrock. Bye, guys.